Whoever's watching this is probably thinking, what the hell is going on here? Has this guy lost his mind? Well, it's funny you'd think that, because life is pretty crazy, and it's crazy how life ends up. We can never really say for sure how our lives are going to manifest.
So you didn't know all along that this is how it was going to be?
Nah, I had no idea. There's no way to anticipate this sort of thing. That's why my whole life I tried to focus on how I want my life to feel rather than getting caught up in all the tiny little details.
How long did it take you to accept this as an extension of your identity?
I'd be lying if I said social norms were ever an impact in my personal development. I've always been a social pariah living on the fringe of society. I've never been afraid of and even actively embraced alternative forms of living. In my short life, a lot of progress has been made towards inclusivity in general within society, simply due to the increased spread of information. This is just one more step forward. The shift was so gradual that I don't think I could put an exact date on this.
And when do you think this journey first began for you?
Well, if you want the play-by-play, I think a lot of it had to do with my environment growing up. I grew up in the backwoods of the United States, around the time that the internet was first rolling into town. The internet was my escape. Chat rooms, the dawn of social media, and instant messaging. That was the precursor to what we have here today. I can't imagine who I would be if I didn't have the internet. The next step would probably be Animal Crossing Wild World on the original Nintendo DS. This was the first time I made a real, personal, human connection behind the guise of an avatar. I'm still friends with some of those people today. This all progressed over a decade or so, and finally technology caught up with us. Things like VR make it so fully realized worlds are right at our fingertips. The final straw for me was probably COVID-19. I mean, at that point, why wouldn't you want to live in a virtual world? It just makes sense. Real life has gotten to the point where people can't even go outside without living in fear of what's around every corner. Who doesn't want to feel free to express themselves and without judgment? The way I see it is that it's a no-brainer. I've always believed that everyone should be free to do whatever they want in life that makes them happy, so long as it doesn't directly hurt someone else. And this hurts no one. That's why I'm me. Because I believe in a future where people can be happy and free. I know some people look at this and scoff, and they don't understand. And that's okay. Some things can't be taught, they have to be learned. We're all on our own journey, and we'll get there eventually.
Will you ever come back to being in the real world?
Who knows? Maybe. But right now, this is the next step for me. This is what I need to focus on. Besides, once my hand motion trackers come in the mail, I'll be unstoppable.